Hello and welcome everybody to the fourth episode of the Fastest Cars in the World challenge, where we try to build inline 6 supercars and try to survive until 2020. This time we're in 1975 and we have to design a new car. And again, the top speed requirements are getting higher and higher. This time we have to reach 325 kilometers per hour. So we need a big engine again, and therefore we choose a very big body. Fast forward over the visual design again, just as I usually do it, and then start with the actual. Let's go for a dark red, and again for rear-wheel drive only. As long as there is no real all-wheel drive, this is the way to go. Let's see what we can fit in there. It seems to be a 7-liter inline 6. Makes no problems fitting in there. And I try to not choose the very most expensive choices where it's not necessary, to make it possible to sell to the muscle premium market again, which is huge in Gasmir. So for the start we have around 540 horsepower. And we will see where this will get us and probably adjust afterwards again. 4 speed will definitely do it. We have so much power, we don't really need a very narrowly spaced gearbox, and probably go for single slicks to bring the power down to the ground. Tire sizes are getting there, getting at values we need. And hopefully we won't have too much wheel spin. Brake technology is also advanced, and we have vented discs now, which will prevent us from having too much brake fade. For the interior we choose the most expensive options, but we try to invest in better factories and make the car cheaper, although it has got limited production parts. So with adjusting the aero and basically the gearing, we get around 350 kilometers per hour. So we still need a little bit more power. We adjust the engine for that. The engine is now 7.3 liters big, and we are making almost 600 horsepower. Which will hopefully be enough to reach the speeds. Now at 608 horsepower, 611. Now let's see. So this top speed is enough, almost enough. Yeah, now we made it. But we have to go for fully clad if we do. Just check out if it's cheaper to go for semi-clad and a little bit more quality, or for none and a lot more quality. Especially regarding engineering times, this might be a better choice. The engineering time is getting larger and larger as the game moves on to later years, so definitely it's necessary to have an eye on that. Now I optimize the brakes and see if we meet the right markets and are actually competitive. It's looking quite good already, being pretty affordable in the muscle premium market and having very good stats. So and the rest is looking good as well. But if you look at the table at the bottom, we see the leaded fuel ban, and I initially didn't realize that. So I have to fix the engine afterwards again. The leaded fuel ban means that we wouldn't have sold anything anymore from 1978 on in Purinia and 1980 in Gasmir, so it's definitely necessary to tune the engine down for the use of regular fuel. Regular unleaded fuel. So I still haven't noticed that the leaded fuel ban will be active, and I progress to the engineering, as I'm quite happy with the results, I choose not to build a premium version of the car, because the speed difference is not very big and we managed to build a reliable car, which is good at fulfilling the market requirements. So don't waste any engineering time on a cheaper or more efficient car. As we have chosen pretty much very simple parts, the engineering time is good enough at around less than 4 years. I take a look if it's possible to switch to a medium-sized factory. We definitely have the money to do so, and this might help make our cars a little bit cheaper and actually sell a lot more to the market, making more score and more money. So I'm a little bit too shy to go for medium 2 factories. I go for medium 1 and for a small 3 for the engine. And that's looking very good. At 80% markup we can sell everything. So this might be a huge success. But then I notice the regular fuel ban. I took take a look. I'm currently searching for the info where I can find when the leaded fuel ban will happen, and then I see it that we need to retune the engine. So let's go for it, detune it, go for 91 octane. Remember we had 610 horsepower and we need to get there again to make the minimum speed requirement. So what does help? Of course more capacity, at 7.8 liters now. The bottom end is making problems with the very long stroke, but yeah, we have to go with that. And yeah, take a look again at the engine and at the top speed. It's all done, and we can continue building the car and actually putting it into production. So the engineering time is 3 years and 11 months, and we go for the medium 1 for the car factory and small 3 for the engine. And yeah, just make sure that we can actually afford it. I'm very conservative, not spending too much money. Yeah, and you see we make a profit of $20 million if you sell everything at that markup. So now it's time to wait until the new car is in production and make the best out of the old car while waiting for the new one. Still making a very good profit with the old car, and we are definitely in a boom phase. The car has been the most profitable so far, making a lot of score as well, although we didn't sell as many cars as in the previous decade. So I definitely could have invested in a bigger or more technologically advanced factory, but you always know better afterwards. I didn't know that the old car was selling that well still, and yeah, now we only have 1 year until the next car is in production. Still having a lot of money in the bank, although the new factory is being constructed. And now we see, yeah, the old car is not selling in Ruinia because of the leaded fuel ban, and we have to sell everything in Gasmia. That's still making decent profit. So I cancelled the production of the old car right in time, so that it's out of stock when the new car arrives. And then we're basically there and can see how the new car does. The economy is still very good in shape. We have to decrease the markup nevertheless and only make $50 million, but yeah, that's very decent. And I think there's still a little bit more potential in this. So the most important markets are GT and Muscle Premium, but also we're selling very well in the family sports premium market and a few cars in the utility market, probably because of all the torque we're making. And yeah, the profit has just skyrocketed for the new car, although the economy is getting worse. We're making almost $20 million profit now. So I constantly adjust the markup so far, but it's at some point it doesn't make any sense anymore. When you lose your mass markets, you cannot increase the markup anymore, but have to increase the production volume. That's what I try to do now. Economy is very good, or our car is liked by the market. We're at 125% markup, and the economy is now skyrocketing in the luxury segments. And we make almost $30 million of profit, and it's still increasing. So as the production is already at its limits, yeah, we have to increase the markup. There's no other way to increase our profits. And yeah, almost $40 million. The economy is going crazy, and we're just shoveling in the money. So the profit is somewhat stable now, so that means we might have reached the top of the boom and things will go down so far. But yeah, we made $1 billion profit with a single car, and yeah, probably the car will reach 2 billion in total in the end. Still have to go for 2 years until the new car will be designed, and then we sell for another 3 or 4 years. So yeah, economy is going down. Let's bring the markup to reasonable values again, and yeah, then it's almost time for the next car. We are at 1.5 billion of profit for this car, still shoveling in 50 millions per month. So yeah, see you guys next time for the next episode, where we hopefully increase our budget even more.